SEC championship game, and then Orgeron's Tigers defeated the Bulldogs 30-2 in the college football playoff again. They have the advantage of experience in the playoff. The referee from the Atlantic Coast Conference is Stuart Mullins. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, who practiced almost not at all over the last couple of weeks. Wilton 17 yards per return. They're 116th in the country. And as usual, it's a touchback for Adkins. 84% of his kickoff.
So effective the second half of the season.
Powerful 218-pounder. Looking to throw and in trouble. Wrapped up and down in the arms of Caleb. On the ground with Kennedy Brooks, and he's stacked up by a fired up Tiger defense. Talented cast everywhere you look around him. Chris Curry gets the starter running back. Wide open is Thaddeus Moss. Chopped down after a first down
in the second half of the year.
First team All-SEC after the play fake, the slant, the catch, and the touchdown for Justin Jefferson. They scored 97% of the time in the red zone. Best in the country. And the extra point up.
In the place of the injured Delarian Turner-Yell. Burrow sees him come up on the fake to Clyde Edwards-Helaire. He throws it right behind him. And then, what a good man he is.
Oh, such a good man. Kennedy Brooks. Shoved out of. But they have been so deferential and respectful to each other. Passing is more accurate than that last cast. Deep throw. Incomplete for Terrace Marshall, spinning along the foot.
CeeDee Lamb is a dynamic difference maker. They got to figure out a way to get him the football.
And Derek Stingley, the freshman, was pressed right up on him. Hurts takes off running, but brought back only one starter, the center, Creed Humphrey, who's outstanding. The other four were all NFL draft picks. There's plenty of room for Hurts. And he has the first. Hurts turned in the direction of nobody, lofts it out in the flat, caught by Braden Willis, and he lost. They go quickly. Plenty of time for Jalen. Single coverage. Deep ball up for grabs and caught by.
They got him on the safety instead of the corner Stingley. That's a matchup that favors Oklahoma. Stevens is better around the line of scrimmage, and they exploited it with the deep throw.
Hurts likes to run it in down here. He gave it to Kennedy Brooks. Touchdown! He powered his way in. After the 51-yard pass play, got them to the doorstep.
Watch the back start that way and fold it back inside and power his way into the end zone. He starts by following it. There's penetration at the point of attack, and he won.
Gabe Burkich, redshirt freshman, on to try to tie it. We waited till after he kicked. Tied at 7. As Gabe Burkich kicks off, showing his strong leg. He's out of Chardon, Ohio, just east of Cleveland. Here midway through the first quarter, LSU back on offense. They bring pressure off the corner. Burrow got it off to Justin Jefferson. He weaves it. Here comes pressure from Oklahoma. Burrow plenty of time. On target to Terrace Marshall. Circles to the. Moss is one of his closest friends, and he's very unsung, Joe feels, on this team. Up for grabs, nearly intercepted. Excellent
on that side together.
2nd and 10, they're in field goal range. Burrow checks it down to Jefferson. Wrestled down about a yard.
He did pass all those tests and will return.
All right, Holly, thank you. On the handoff, Edwards-Helaire gets the carry. Nothing wrong with the hamstring on that run, as usual.
Because it did not show any signs on those two runs.
Jamar Chase now lined up on the left hip of Burrow. He feels the rush so well and throws for a touchdown. Terrace Marshall after of
the season.
There's the 18-year-old freshman kicker, Cade York, with the 29-year-old Hofer stop. And another 3 and out on 3rd down and 10. They tried to bring pressure. Hurts running out of time. Just lofts it in the air and they yank down the semifinal in the Cotton Bowl last year. Matt, I think we're going to give you an easy one on your first chance today, but what say you about this play?
Well, thanks, Sean.
Otis, because he was nearest getting the earful from Lincoln Riley. Burrow looked deep, checked it down to Chris Curry. And
Chase has been very quiet so far for LSU.
Burrow, plenty of time, running out of time, retreating. Murray tries to help rush as he reaches the sideline. He lobs it up. Single season completion percentage mark. Came into the game at 77.9. That would be the record. Throwing deep. Has him in. Another touchdown. Jefferson hangs on this time.
Justin Broyles again. The new safety. You get a safety matched up on a wide.
This holiday, turn screens into gaming machines.
Maneuverability, and he's a yard short. Hurts again. Delivers a stiff arm turn. He said the play along the offensive line would be the key today. Another deep ball, and C.D. Lamb couldn't run under that one. Just joining us, Edwards-Hilaire's played sparingly. He's had 2 carries. Burrow, deep ball. That one's well covered by Justin Broyles.
They've gone after
star recruit nationally on a 5-star system. Burrow flush to his right. Now takes off running, has a long way to go.
Burrow to get to the first down. That could have been one of those blindside plays as well. And I think that's why Ed Orgeron called timeout, to ensure that they would take another look at this.
15-yard penalty and an automatic first down, and number 44
via the run in the country at any position. Short throw almost intercepted by Trey Brown, who stepped in.
But they couldn't come down with.
Burrow dodges the rush. Going for Jefferson again. It's another touchdown. And he beat.
But Jefferson ran right by him. And Joe Burrow, I mean, he's got that killer instinct. He's going to
fight there. Had just 6 tackles all year. Has not played a lot. Cade York hooks it just inside the
quarterback.
He's already tied the single game playoff record with 4 touchdown passes. Some trickery. They need a big play. And instead it's
safety. Here he is. Watch him drop into the middle of the field and just read this play develop. They try to sneak fast one down the sideline. The ball's in the air a while. And Kerry Vincent makes a beautiful play. 17th interception of the season.
This is Jalen Hurts' 7th career game in the playoff. That's the first interception he has thrown. Of course, the other 6 were with Alabama. The daughter-in-law of the offensive coordinator, Steve Ensminger, was among 5 people killed in a plane crash near Lafayette, Louisiana. Good catch.
Obviously in the coming days and hours, but for right now, he can try to focus on his football team.
Joe Burrow, there's a flag down as he goes.
Football game, and it's a huge one on 3rd and 17.
22-yard gain. Burrow deep again, on target again. Jefferson again. Touchdown again.
Freezes Justin Broyles, and then he creates separation, and Joe Burrow says, I'm going to give him a chance. He gets a step on him.
He nearly broke free. Hurts is 3 for 12 for 83 and an interception. Kennedy Brooks.
Sean, this is a critical drive for no answers for LSU's offense, and we're playing undermanned in our secondary.
Non-target to C.D. Lamb is Jalen Hurts, first-round NFL draft pick. No weakness on that LSU offense. Hurts had C.D. Lamb open. They could not connect. Much improved thrower this year, 71.8% completion percentage, coming in 4th in the country. Hands it off to Kennedy Brooks. He powers it.
Replacing Calcaterra.
Highly recruited. He runs a pass pattern. Hurts can't find anybody open. Fires back of the end zone. Flag down. It's a lot of size to try to move. They do run outside. Hurts a nice fake, and the touchdown for Oklahoma.
All that beef inside, take it to the edge. Fake the pitch. Jalen Hurts gets there, but a nice block.
2-yard run. And the extra point up and good. Sidestep the rush. Flag down. Burrow. Dot. Quick hitter to Justin Jefferson. He got belted by leading 49-14 behind 7 touchdown passes from Joe Burrow in the first half. Chris Curry bounced off the pile and wound up gaining about 5. Pat Field toward the Buckeyes had a great experience there. He wants a rushing touchdown, and he has it. He's thrown for 7, and now he's rushed for 1. I would say he's comfortably in. Yes.
Well, that's very kind, Sean.
Well, you're a great college quarterback, a first-round pick, academic All-American, distinguished alum at Penn State. I could go on and on.
And practicing for that event.
You really don't think you have a question that Holly can't answer, do you?
I know she knows the answer.
Hurts a deep throw through the hands of C.D. Lamb. Holly, what say you?
I asked
And when he realized it was going to be another year on the bench, he looked to transfer after spring ball and wound up at LSU. C.D. Lamb high stepping across midfield and chopped down at the 46-yard line. Was going to be the coach. The very successful coach at the University of Houston who opted for Texas instead. Charleston Rambo near the first down line and stopped.
Third down play in a big way.
It's 3rd down and 3. Oklahoma driving, trailing 56-14 in the third quarter. Jalen Hurts on target. 5-star recruit. Terry Vincent's back on the field in the LSU secondary. Jalen Hurts. It is batted in the air and up. Jalen's from the Houston area, as is Grant Delpit. We talked to Grant yesterday. He was looking forward to playing against C.D. Lamb. They grew up together. They played Little League football together in the 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. Big part of the history of defensive backs now at LSU. They call themselves DBU, and understandably so. TJ, we are going to miss several because they've had many, many greats. Jalen Hurts avoided the rush. Trying to pick up a block, lunging for the pylon. Touchdown.
Yeah, just a great play by Jalen Hurts. Kobe Stevens, he's going to come right here unblocked. And Jalen Hurts has got to escape from him first of all. He does that. He gets a little bit of a block from Rambo, not really. Just kind of. He uses himself the word unprecedented. He's said that many times in describing his journey and, you know, the success he had at Alabama and then what happened.
I talked to guys said that they think that the Lamar Jackson era and what he's brought to the table helps a guy like Jalen Hurts for these NFL teams to see that you don't have to be necessarily a traditional quarterback to be able to have success at that.
Prototype for an NFL quarterback, Kyler Murray, it's completely different than what it used to be.
Another catch for Jefferson. He's now set the Peach Bowl. Joe Burrow still out there with his team up by 35 and 3 minutes and change to go in the third quarter. He's on target again, short of the first. And he's a much improved thrower, as we've talked about all day long. And kudos to John Harbaugh, Greg Roman, and that staff. You know, they've crafted an offense. Coaching is about taking advantage of the skill set of the players. That's what the Ravens have done. That is.
And they just have not had an off night from start to finish offensively.
And they won that game 58-37, despite more than 400 yards rushing and 600 yards plus of offense for the. His dad Jimmy retired from coaching to come watch his son play, and boy was that a good decision. They've been at all the games this year.
Unbelievable. Two of the best in the business.
Two of the most highly recruited players in the country their year in high school. Ty Davis Price got rocked around a bit. Peter Clemson for the national title.
And they got still Burrow still in and Justin Jefferson. I think they're going to try for one more connection between those two guys.
Oh, he fumbles the football.
It should have been called. He readjusts himself and then he loses the football as he's hit from behind by Jalen Redmond. But yeah, the hit at
14-19. There's a problem with the down box.
A few more problems than
We're
that.
trying to repair to present time.
Keep us posted.
But you have the stories if you need them.
Well, oops. Cole Tracy told him to try to keep it between the uprights. Kickers and punters around the country, a lot of the colleges rely on that. Good throw by Jalen Hurts. Theo
Had about the same amount of yards, and a nice play here to start the fourth quarter.
Deep down the depth chart now. There's Drake, ESPN and the ESPN app. You can watch anywhere.
Yeah, Baylor only lost 2 games the whole season, both to Oklahoma. Lost the game in Waco when they had the big lead.
Their backup running back, Ramondre Stevenson. We're suspended. Trajan Bridges, special teams player, backup wide receivers. Hazel
Hurt the most in the ball game today.
No reasons given for the suspensions, as Laura Rutledge mentioned earlier.
Fourth quarter of a game like this, those are the kind you feel. I know that Jalen Hurts is a tough guy, and his durability, that very unusual young man.
It's been a record-setting night for him as well. He's on target to Nick 71. And with Jalen's 2 rushing touchdowns tonight, that's 20, tying Mildren's record from the same season for rushing touchdowns by a quarterback. All right. For Oklahoma. Hurts with time, has his receiver. It's Drake Stoops, and he's to the goal line and loses the ball. For their 2015, and Riley promoted by Joe Castiglione, the athletic director, when Bob Stoops retired. The knee down.
Yeah, Christian Fulton ripped the football out, but Drake Stoops was down before that happened.
The runner's knee was down. The ball just inside the 1-yard line. Will be first and goal for Oklahoma from that spot. Please reset the game clock to 10 minutes.
Voted team captain.
That's the thing that meant the most to Jalen. T.J. Pledger, the touchdown for Oklahoma. With water.
Yeah. Yeah, that gets people's attention.
That's a light day for him. Gabe Burkich, still no announcer whammy. Quarterback, the backup. He hands it off to Chris Curry.